Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube. Today we'll be learning about prepositions. So you can find the relevant materials from Unit 3 of your grammar book on page 23. Okay, so now let's get started. So let's do some revision first. I need to take out the pen. Okay, we have learned about prepositions of time. Here are some examples like at, on, in, before, after, during, around, until, about, throughout. All those basic examples are the basic examples of prepositions of time. Okay, so an example is, this is very familiar. Okay, I was born, which one? In, right? Okay, I was born in 2006. We have also learned about prepositions of place. Okay, basic examples are on, at, in, under, over, beside, outside, above, and below. Okay, so for example, the cat is on the table or the cat is under the table. Okay. We have also learned about prepositions of movement. Okay, here are the basic examples. We have to, across, through, into, up, over, down, past, around, and towards. Okay, so those are the basic examples that we have learned. Okay, so a specific example will be they will go to, yes, go to the zoo tomorrow. Okay, so these are the prepositions that we have learned so far. We have learned about prepositions of time, prepositions of place, and prepositions of movement. Okay, so far. And today we'll be learning about some more examples. Okay, so before we start, let's try to make the sentences with the same meaning as example A. I was born in 2006. Okay, we can rephrase it this way. In 2006, comma, I was born. Okay, so notice that the preposition in is still used. Okay, we cannot say this. I was born 2006. Okay, this is incorrect. This is not a complete sentence. Okay, so we need to put the prepositions. So as you can see, that prepositions are very important. Another example, they will go to the zoo tomorrow. Another way of writing it is they will be in the zoo tomorrow. Okay, notice that the preposition in is used. All right, okay, this is incorrect. They will go zoo tomorrow. This is a incomplete sentence and it is incorrect because it's missing the preposition in. Okay, so as you can see, the prepositions are everywhere and we need the prepositions in order to make correct sentences. All right. So since we have learned about prepositions of time, place, and movement, there are also prepositions. So this is the main focus of today. We are not going to be learning about prepositions of time, place, and movement anymore. We're going to be learning something different. Okay, we have three categories. The first category is called phrasal prepositions. Okay, here is an example. I'm going to talk in greater detail about what is phrasal prepositions, but for now, you just learned it as a collocation. Okay, for example, the sports day is cancelled due to, that means because, for the reason of, okay, having the pandemic, okay, or due to the pandemic. Okay, so we cannot have sports day this year. Okay, due to the pandemic, this is the reason, due to. Okay, we are going to be learning about prepositions with adjectives as well. As you can see that this word good is an adjective. Okay, it comes with this preposition, good at. Okay, so just remember it as collocations. Okay, for example, Thomas is good at mathematics. Okay, this is an example for prepositions with adjective. And the third thing we'll be learning today is about prepositions with nouns. Okay, as you can see, that discussion is a noun. We need to follow by a preposition. Okay, example 3B, our class is having a discussion on the Christmas party. Okay, so discussion on, you can just treat it as a collocation. Maybe you don't even need to remember those phrasal prepositions or prepositions with adjective or prepositions with nouns, because when you're actually using it, you just use it as a collocation due to good at discussion on something. Okay, but as a teacher, we need to teach it this way. Okay, but as a student, you just need to learn how to use those prepositions. Okay, so we call this as phrasal prepositions. What is phrasal prepositions? So the prepositions as certain phrases. What is phrases? So when we have two or more words that are used together as a unit. Okay, what does it mean? For example, as you can see here, we have two words or more put together, and we use it together as a unit. We call it as a phrasal prepositions. Example: the police rescued, that means saved, the hikers. Okay, so the phrasal prepositions should be by means of. Okay, by means of, that means using what method? By means of helicopter, that means using a helicopter. Okay, as you can see here, by using the helicopter, okay, the police rescued, saved the hikers using the method of a helicopter. Okay, all right, next one. We have phrasal prepositions of location. Examples, we have more examples: in front of, on the back of, on top of, on the edge of, on the right side of, and on the left side of. Okay, so there are actually endless possibilities for creating phrasal prepositions. As you can see, all those are phrasal prepositions, more than two words, two or more words, like three words, right? In front of, on the back of, on the right of, more than two words put together. Okay, with prepositions, we call it as phrasal prepositions. All right, so here is some more examples. As you can see here, I need to use the laser pointer. For example, there is a spider. Okay, can you see a spider in front of the door? Here in front of the door. Okay, so there is a spider in front of the door. In the middle of the room, can you see in the middle of the room here? Okay, there is a spider in the middle of the room. Okay, and there is a spider. Where is the spider? There is a spider in the corner of the room here. This is the corner. Okay, so there is a spider in the corner of the room, and there is a spider on top of the bookshelf. Can you see here the bookshelf here? Okay, so there is a spider on top of the bookshelf. Okay, there is also a spider on the back of the chair. Where is the back of the chair? Can you see this here? The chair on the back of the chair. Okay, so there is a spider on the back of the chair, and there is also a spider on the edge. Where is the edge? Can you see the table? This is the edge of the table, like a little bit side. So this is called the edge of the table. So we have on the edge of the table, and there is also a spider on the right side of Mrs. Chang. This is Mrs. Chang. On the right side of Mrs. Chang, there is a spider, and there is a spider on the left. Okay, here on the left side of Mrs. Chang. Okay. Oh my God, poor Mrs. Chang. There are spiders all over. Okay, so it's all over. This is also a collocation. Can you see there are spiders all over the living room? Okay, so all those are the phrasal prepositions. When we have two or more words, okay, with a preposition, we call it as phrasal prepositions. So all those highlighted words are, we call them as phrasal prepositions. Okay, try to learn them all. Okay, all right, next slide. Okay, another preposition, the second type of prepositions are prepositions with adjectives. Okay, we basically, maybe you have learned about what adjectives are. Okay, so we have adjectives and then followed by certain prepositions. We call them as prepositions with adjective. Okay, it's very easy. So I'm aware. Okay, this is the adjective. Okay, and we need to follow by a preposition. So usually you can just remember it as a collocation, and that is all. So I am aware of. Okay, aware of your problem. That means I know your problem. I am aware of your problem. I can see I having a problem now. I am aware of your problem. Okay, remember it as a collocation, aware of. Okay. Next one is the prepositions with adjectives. that describe feelings. Okay, so so just remember them as collocation, okay, or remember them as complete phrases. All right. So for example, usually we say I am afraid at, of, or in. Afraid of. Usually it's afraid of, right? Just remember it as collocations. Okay, super easy. So I'm afraid of my mom. You can be afraid of someone, or it can be afraid of something. Okay, both are okay. I'm afraid of my mom, or I'm afraid of spiders. Okay, they are things. Okay. Number 2, I am angry. His mistake. Mistake is a thing, right? Something. So usually we will say I'm angry. What? About something. So I'm angry about something. What is the thing? His mistake. Okay, that he made. Okay. So I'm angry about his mistake. Angry about followed by something. Not people, but things. Okay. Number 3, I'm angry. When you're angry, usually we're angry with somebody, someone. Okay, I'm angry with my boyfriend. Okay, so for example, if he had done something very silly, or he went out with someone else, so you are angry with him, with someone. Okay, so angry with usually is followed by someone, not something. Okay, if you want to use angry with something, you use angry about something. When you talk about you are angry with someone, we use angry with whoever. Or I'm angry with my classmate, I'm angry with my teacher, I'm angry with my yeah, anyone. Okay, your classmates, your teacher, your good friend, or your mother. Okay, angry with someone. Number 4, I am sorry. Usually you are sorry for doing something. Okay, so sorry for being late. Okay, so you just remember it as collocations. I'm sorry for being late. Okay, I'm sorry for not waiting for you. Okay, anything. Sorry for something. Okay. All right. Number 3. Prepositions with nouns. Okay, so this is the last type of prepositions that we're going to be learning today. Some nouns also take certain prepositions after them. So we have, for example, what prepositions should be followed by this noun? Area, cause, list, arrival, they are nouns, right? So an area, what? The cause of what? The accident. Usually we use the preposition followed by the preposition of. Okay, so an area of 400 square feet, the cause of the accident. Okay, a list of names, the arrival of the team. Okay, so we use of, okay, after the nouns. Okay, it's another example. What about this one? Noun followed by what? The answer, your question, usually is the answer to your question, right? A reply to your letter. So this answer, reply, damage, introduction, they are nouns. Okay, so nouns followed by the preposition of to. Okay, for example, the answer to your question is a reply to your letter. uh, the damage to my heart. Okay, the introduction to the book. Okay, so those nouns are followed by to. Okay, try to learn those basic ones. Okay, of course there are many more, but those ones that are used most frequently, try to learn them. Okay, what about nouns? We still have so many nouns followed by of for to. And then what about this one? An apology, what do you think the answer be? Can you guess? Yes, an apology for being late. I apologize for something. So an apology for being late, a check for $5,000, the need for more respect, the reason for my absence. Okay, so those nouns are followed by for. Okay, what about this one? Nouns followed by what? An agreement, school fees. What do you think should be the answer? Yes, we use on or about. Okay, an agreement on school fees, or you can say an agreement about school fees. Okay, you can say a decision on something, a decision on the application, the decision on immigration, or a decision about studying another school, maybe, I don't know. Okay, a decision for the school application or for university application. Sorry, a decision on the university application or decision about university application. Okay, so we use on and about. A meeting on a certain topic, or you can say a meeting about a certain topic. Okay, some comments on your work. Okay, usually teachers will write some comments on your work, or teachers usually write some comments about your work, okay, or about your compositions. All right, so basically you just need to learn those as collocations, learn them together, okay, as collocations. That would be easier. Okay, now time to test yourself. All right, okay, let's see if you can do this. Let's try for number one. Okay, the fans are waiting at the airport for the arrival. Arrival followed by what? Arrival of. Okay, arrival of Blackpink. Okay, as you can see, Blackpink, this group. Okay, number two, during the pandemic, people's need what? Masks has increased greatly. So during the pandemic, people's need, what is the preposition? Need for. Okay, need for something. Need for masks has increased greatly. Okay, class 3B still hasn't given me saying the answer. Answer what? Hasn't given the answer. This one. Number three, we use answer to her questions yet. Hasn't given me the answer to her questions. Okay. Number four, Miss Lee has already had a lot of comments. Comments, we use what? Comments on. Okay. Yes, correct. Comments on students' work. Okay, had lots of comments on students' homework, or you can say Miss Lee has already had a lot of comments about students' homework. It's also acceptable. All right. Okay, so make sure you know those collocations, as you can call it. I think collocation will be easier for you to remember. Okay, so arrival of someone, need for something, answer to the question, comments on something. Okay. Okay, lastly, let's talk about the consolidation exercise. Check if there is anything wrong in each of the sentences. Okay, number one, I am concerned for the population in Hong Kong. Is it correct or not? Concerned, usually you will say concerned. Okay, so this is the collocation. You're concerned about something. Okay, I'm concerned about you. You look unhappy. I'm concerned about you. Okay, concerned about something. Concerned. We are all concerned about the pollution in Hong Kong. Okay, number two. Amy is annoyed on Jack because he is noisy. Okay, so when we say annoyed with some, I have said the answer already. We will say with someone, annoyed with someone. Okay, so this is incorrect. So Amy, she is annoyed with Jack. Okay, because he is very noisy. Okay, so she is annoyed with Jack, with someone. Okay, number three. Students today are more interested in weird science than they used to be. So when we say we normally use interested, what should be of is incorrect. We will say interested in. Okay, so students today are more interested in science than they used to be. Okay, interested in something. So I'm interested in reading. I'm interested in playing table tennis, for example. I'm interested in traveling. Okay, interested in something. Okay, number four. Leo said he was sorry speaking too loudly in class. Okay, what is missing? Leo said that he was, okay, when you're sorry, you are sorry for something. Okay, sorry for being late, sorry for speaking too loudly. Okay, so we say Leo said he was sorry for speaking too loudly in class. Sorry for something, for doing something wrong. Okay, number five. It took us an hour to find a solution for the problem. Okay, so a solution, what the problem we have just learned. Okay, solution, this is incorrect. We find a solution. What the problem? What's the collocation should be? Find a solution to the problem. Okay, we find a solution to the problem. Oh, you are lucky. I have given you the answer for the last one. Number 6, my mom is angry with me. Okay, angry with someone. Okay, of course I could have tested you angry about me. How do you change? Okay, so you say angry with is followed by someone. My mom is angry with me because I didn't do my homework or I get super low mark in my standard test. Okay, so that's all for this lesson about prepositions. Okay, have a nice day. Goodbye.